Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I'm making this video at night because I wanted to put this answer down. So somebody wanted to know, what do I mean by we are rotating on surviving mode? That's why we always go back and repeating the same things. So basically, as human, right? We have patterns, and a lot of the patterns are installed by other people that influence us, and that cause us to get anxiety, depression, and stuff like that. And those things make us not focused, anxious, impatient, wanting result right now, and also fearing of losing what we have and not getting what we want. So we stay stagnant in our comfort zone. And because of that, no matter how hard we try to move forward, the fact that we are trying to avoid the failure, but yet we're not learning from the mistake that we made and because of that, the fact that we're not learning, we're just trying to escape what we're doing. Technically, we're not doing anything different than we have been doing. So because we are repeating the same exact pattern, so we get the same result. Sometimes the result is worse because but we trying to rush too far, or we trying to run in different direction at the same time, or simply because we get so tired and overwhelmed we give up, or we we get down because someone doesn't believe in us, because someone doesn't support us. And a lot of the time, it's not that your story, because every story is worth telling. Every traumatic story that someone have healed from, you can actually teach from that. It's worth telling, and believe it or not, there will be millions and millions and millions of people that can relate to you. But however, you have to understand some stories, especially when it comes to healing. We are so broken from generation to generation. It's been happening for a while now. So we are our norm, or the default setting for most of us is toxicity. So it's hard for us to separate toxicity with reality, because toxicity, it's not just that somebody doesn't have to be violent. Fear doesn't have to be angry. It could be just somebody could be very calm. They can't be vulnerable. They are like narcissistic behavior can also be someone that get happy by telling you a lie, by seeing you get excited by the lie they tell you, by putting your hopes up. There is so many little things that people get happy about that are toxic behavior, and sometimes we don't see it. But really, we tend to listen to only what people are saying, not paying attention to their behaviors and pattern. And a lot of the time, people will tell you not just what you want to hear, they will tell you who they want to be, but not who they are. Because 9 times out of 10, they're ashamed of who they are, or they feel guilty, or they don't want to show. They are used to pretending, and 9 times out of 10 they probably always get, like, get away with it, or someone never called them out, because it's normal, because we are taught to not speak for what we want, to not ask for what we want. There's like people that I know, me personally, like girlfriends and stuff like that, that I know. Actually, I was just having a conversation with one of my girlfriends earlier today, about that she is she have only been in a relationship with only one person where she actually explored, or like all and everything. Like, it's never, and funny thing is, it was so crazy because she feels that she's in love with that person, not because not because it's a right relationship, because the relationship is healthy. It's because they both are getting what they want. They are comfortable in the relationship. So you have to understand that just because someone is telling you something, that doesn't always mean the person is lying, but that also means that person may not be telling you everything about themselves. And that's basically giving you a little string to pull you in. And the more they pull you in, the more you might know they are red flag, but you're gonna keep hoping. The more you love them, the more you do, the better you act. It's gonna get better, and in reality, it's not. It's never gonna get better. It's just like if you're not in someone's priority list, if you're not high enough, no matter how much attention you give that person, you will never get it back because you just not there. And I always tell people that the faster you accept reality, you accept everyone for who they are, and you don't put your it's like, for some reason, I don't know why, it's like we put everyone on a high pedestal and then we get disappointed. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. If somebody tell you who they are or they show you who they are, just believe them and be okay with it. Don't take it personal. Don't take it like just as if like the person doesn't like you or love you, because it's actually draining. It's sad, draining, it's unhappy. It's bad. It's bad because I did it for 2 decades, longing for my mom love, longing for a certain type of love, a certain type of people to see me, to accept me, and not doing certain things that I want to do. Like I don't know how many people say that I shouldn't raise my kids like that, not allow them to talk a certain way. They're not my they shouldn't be close to me. They shouldn't be my friend. I should not apologize. They're my kids and stuff like that. And I'll be like, damn, like, but I wasn't happy as a child. I wasn't happy how I was treated. Why would I treat my kids the same? So it's kind of very funny. And I just don't understand why people can't just leave their old self. It's like they can't detach from that. And until we can actually do that and pay attention to the pattern that got us here in the first place, it's going to be a cycle that's going to keep repeating itself over and over again. It's not that you're not trying. You are trying. You're just not doing anything different. It's just like some people every year they have different goals. No, it should be the same goal until you reach them. Your goal should not change just because the year change or just because the season change, or you have a seed. Instead of you keep nurturing that seed when it's the right season for that seed to for you to actually, like, do whatever it is you're going to do with it. But we sit there, we like, oh no, the season changed. You know what? It's time for me to harvest. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to respect time. You have to respect season. You have to respect and accept people for who they are. You have to understand. You have to understand. Fear make people weak. Fear make people weak. And for someone cannot be weak and fearless at the same time. If somebody is fearless, they're going to be courageous. If they're courageous, are going to be comfortable with being vulnerable, because they are not going to be ashamed of who they are. They're not going to be ashamed of their story. They're not going to be ashamed of anything they've done. They're not going to be ashamed or have guilt for the thing they love or the things they like, for who they are. They are going to be okay with it. And if somebody not okay with it, they are going to be okay. That person is not okay with it. They're not going to change just to make someone else comfortable. So it's all a mindset. The faster you change that mindset, the faster you're gonna see the shift. You just have to find it. Find a different pattern. Do something different. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, it's going to be the same cycle. Do something different so 10 years from now, you are not right back where you used to be 10 years ago. You just have to do something different. Like, whatever it is, do something different. It's that simple. Do something different.